Hello, everyone. Just a quick preview of the T20 World Cup that's going to start on Saturday. Just going to look at the groups, then the probable Super 8, the semis, and the final. I'll try to make it bright and breezy because no one wants to see like an hour-long video or anything. Um, we'll start off with Group A: India, Namibia, the Netherlands, Pakistan, and the United States of America. I think it's quite clear that India will top that group. Second, I'd still go for Pakistan, even though they've seeded the game against India already and given India 2 points. The Netherlands and Namibia are not bad. United States as well. They beat Pakistan before, but I fancy Pakistan to beat them and make the Super Eight. Group B: Australia, Ireland, Oman, Sri Lanka, and Zimbabwe. I think Australia will be top despite recent kind of issues T20 wise. Sri Lanka should really be second there. I know that's not a vintage Sri Lanka side, especially for someone my age who remembers really good Sri Lankan white ball sides. But that at home, they really should be beating Ireland, Oman, and Zimbabwe. I know they didn't do that great against England in the white ball series they played, but they should have enough in home conditions against those sides. Group C: England, West Indies, Scotland, Nepal, and Italy. It should be England and West Indies easily. I mean, England are actually a good T20 side. That's probably England's best suit, or really only good suit. They're kind of average Test side, Nepal 50 over side now, but they are a very good T20 one. Windies are very similar. You wouldn't trust them in Test or 50 over cricket, but T20 wise, good. Both got a good pedigree. Both won the tournament twice. Scotland and Nepal are decent. They're decent non-test playing nations, and they can spring an upset. But I just fancy England and West Indies there. Italy will be the whipping boys that everyone will beat. Group D, finally, that's the hardest group. That's probably the group of death. Afghanistan, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, and the UAE. New Zealand look really good. South Africa look good. And Afghanistan in spinny conditions are good. I fancy really New Zealand and South Africa to get through there. It is a tricky group. When you compare it to the other ones, I mean, it's much more tricky. Then into the Super Eight, I think if it kind of turns out the way I expected, one Super Eight will be England, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan, and the other one will be India, Australia, South Africa, and the West Indies. I expect India and South Africa to get through their group. I think um, I think Australia, you can never write them off because they're an excellent side in all formats and do tend to win most tournaments. But I just don't think they're as good at T20 cricket as South Africa or India. England's group, I go England and New Zealand. Um, New Zealand look really good. England are a good T20 side. I know Sri Lanka are at home and Pakistan aren't bad there. But I go England, New Zealand. And then it would depend on who's first and who's second. But I think England will lose in the semi-finals, and it will probably be a New Zealand India final, I think. And because India are hosts and holders have never won it before, I'm going to go for New Zealand. So for me, it's a New Zealand victory. But I wouldn't discount England or South Africa or obviously India. But just my feeling is a New Zealand victory, and that's it. So let's see if it transpires that way. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.